Hey guys, welcome aboard the Just Time Now shit with your host SaunTai. Welcome, thank you. Hey guys, welcome to the Just Time Now ship once again. Hopefully you have a wonderful morning, evening, night, midnight special. Enjoy this energy, take part in this. Now we can start the conversation. This T-A-I, not T-H-I like the food. That's how you talk about your mind with your heart. See what your gut mind is saying. Connect all those three circles, let whatever come out. Just come on out. This is a song while I'm talking. We're going to be breaking down some Thai astrology. Check out the sync is real. In these rooms when I creating these rooms when I come to your town. When the car's around. I understand that I'm the dark, but that light I gotta keep it close. The conversation go deeper though. I'm the bang before the blow. Well, yeah, that's the sync is real. Check it out. But we here for some Thai astrology, breaking down all the air signs from Aquarius, Gemini to Libra, and we gonna go right through this, gonna break it down all the way from the houses down to the moons, and we gonna have all of this energy, so grab your lighters or your vaporizers, and let's just tie. You know, the energy of the air is our thoughts. The energy of the air is our thoughts. The fire is our actions, initiators. The earth is doing things grounded here, making shit happen. Making shit happen as well. But today, we're going to break down the air signs so when you break it down your natal chart and looking into your stuff, you can know what's going on your side of the tie. On this side of the time. So we got the Aquarius, we got Gemini, and we got Libra. Which one are we going to start with? I think we're going to start with the let's start off with the Libra energy. Start with the Libra energy, 7th house, ruled by Venus. 7th house energy, focusing on relationships. See how the Venus go into play in there. And the Libra, the scales, balance, cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. And you've got this northwest and southwest and stuff. Shout out to northeast. Yeah, that's the cardinal. That's air. So these people, this Libra energy is dealing with things that's here. So they feelings is real involved with how their actions are because it's what they're seeing. It's related what they're thinking is related to how they see it. So they're going to make sure everything is always balanced out the best way possible. Even if sometimes with a sun sign, because your sun sign is your action, even if sometimes it kill them a little too much to think this stuff. It could be overthinkers when things is going wrong. But also it can be the best thing when they have the time to work with the project that they wish to work with. They're going to be able to, or work with the people that they're able to work with. Like they're going to be able to think about how to actually make it exist and make it happen. And that's their actions going to be. That's all they're going to be thinking about, like making stuff happen in balanced ways and working with different people. And so if you got this in your 7th house, the planet here is going to be focusing on your relationships. So if you got Mars here, you're probably real passionate about having relationships. And if you got Venus in here, while Libra is ruled by Venus, but if you got Venus here, you're really, really going to be a relationship type person where you like to coexist alongside other people. You don't really like being alone. But that's something that can be that can really go against you if this is in your sun sign, because you're always going to try to be with people, but sometimes you got to learn to be alone as a Libra sun sign. You got to learn to just sit back and see what's going on with yourself. Just see what's going on. And would it be in your moon sign, this is how you're going to be reacting to things. Reacting to and how you feel about things. Because how you feel about things that's why you react to things and then put out your sun sign and to do the thing. And also your ascendant and stuff like that. So, with it being in your moon sign, the Libra, these people, you're going to react. You're going to react to things. You're going to feel like you need things to be right. And feel like you need to be around people. And feel like you need to, probably go to concerts and stuff like that. Go join a group. Or feel like you want to create a group. like create a group and stuff for people to join and to people to be in, but more so like being a part of the group. Being a part of the group. That's what a Libra would be. Being a part of the group. Because Aquarius would be more of trying to create the group. But a Libra Air would be more being a part of the group, making sure that the group is able to be happy while they're doing this. So if this is this how you feel, then you most likely a Libra moon. A Libra moon. And these gonna be the kind of people you attract to. If that people that feel like that feel like things just need to be okay. Like as long as everything is fine and everybody knows what's going on, everybody can know they role in the gang, then everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. But as well, growing up, if you've always felt like things wasn't going right and things wasn't doing good, then this can be very, very traumatizing for a Libra moon sign. And these people can grow up trying to fix a lot, feeling real damaged in their heart because things is not the way, people are not the way that they wish that they were. They wish that people would just get along already. And if it's not the sun sign, so they're not going to try to make them get along and all this, but if it's your moon sign, it's just how you feel. You just feel like people should just get along. Like, come on. And if this is found in your ascendant, then this is what you do naturally. Like if it's your first house, if your first house is ruled by Libra, then that's your ascendant. So that's what you're going to be doing naturally. You naturally just get along with people. You naturally can help people find a solution for what they're going through. You naturally just come about with this energy when you walk into the room, and people probably gravitate to you for this reason. If your Libra is in your first house and it plays off as your ascendant. So that's a pretty interesting topic. So with 11th house scales, deal with people, Libra type energy, cardinal. Now, and it's cardinal energy, it's fixed energy, and it's mutable energy throughout all the elements of the zodiac. For those that's new to the shit, is to the astrology, it's found in all of those. That was the cardinal. Now to move on to the mutable air, which is Gemini. That would be ruled by the third house, deal with communication, is ruled by Mercury, which is like the first planet closest to the sun. So it's just whipping and rolling around real fast. So this is what the thought is doing when it's in the Gemini space. So Mercury feel real. Mercury's at home here. Mercury's like, yes, I love being here. I get the this is what I was created for. And that's why it's ruled. The third house is correlated to Gemini as well, because it deals with communication and how you communicate to people and people in your immediate vicinity, people close to you. And with Mercury being here, what I want to say about Mercury, you see how it's the first planet, but you see how they say Saturn and other planets rule the other planets, even though Mercury was created first. It's like time just swooped around and go into reverse, just like the ages. Like that's how we go from Pisces to Aquarius, like the ages moving backwards. It's the same way. But the thoughts is real. The thoughts is still conjuring up. And that's why Geminis can seem real scatterbrained, especially if it's your moon sign, your sun sign, and because it's your action, it's how you thinking. It can be here, you thinking this, then you thinking that, then you thinking this, then you thinking that, then you thinking this, and this is what you're acting. So you're like, oh, I'm doing this. I'm thinking this. Oh, I'm thinking this. Oh, I'm thinking this, and you're really in there. And to other people that's trying to paint a picture, it can come off as, oh man, this is too abstract to me. This is too scattered. But abstract is also a rim of itself. Chaos magic. Get into that. or time magic, where the randomness of it all is where you find peace. Because how can you really keep things and hold things together? And like Geminis and Sagittarius is the opposite. And you probably hear people like on the zodiac sign, it could be, if you find something right here, if you draw a straight line, that's the opposition. And every sign has an opposition that they say don't really work together, but it's really an awesome learning opportunity. And Sages and Geminis, because a Gemini will get along very well with mutable earth signs, because a mutable earth sign, it will be willing to take advice from the air on what they want to do on Earth, because the Earth sign is about doing shit, getting stuff done. So if it's a mutable Earth sign, not just a hard-headed like Taurus Earth sign, mutable, it would be able to listen and do things, and Gemini will be happy to communicate what's going on. Happy to communicate what's going on. But with a Sag, it's mutable fire, so it's like, oh, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. It's going for the experience. It's like they think in the same way, because it's mutable fire. It's not fixed fire like Aries. Aries is an initiator, like, oh, I'm gonna do this and just gonna do it, and it probably has to learn to sit down or learn to take advice from other people sometimes, because it's always so fired up on just boom, like making things happen, making things appear. It's similar to Aquarius. Because Aquarius is fixed air. We gonna get there. But Aries is fixed fire. So with Sag being mutable fire, is getting at all these experiences, but is willing to change up. That because it's willing to philosophize and come up with meaning and reasonings behind it, just like the Gemini with the air. So with the Sag always trying to run and do it, the Gemini probably always communicate things, so you can see how the opposition naturally come into play. But really, let me make sure this mic is still, don't have no static going on. Alright, but in actuality, when the two magicians, if they have these two as their sun signs and come together, or these placements in their chart and come together, they can communicate. It's going to be a lot of rocky road, but they can communicate, and they can make things happen. They can create businesses. They can create a lot of joyful situations for other people and for themselves. Probably be getting off wished in the wind and keeping a lot of things on the hush, because it's just so out there. It's so out there with the thought process. It's so out there with the actually going out to experience it. And this talk about relationships and stuff like that. Even a relationship with yourself, if you have a Gemini sun with a Sagittarius moon. Like my mom. Like my mother. So this is that Gemini Sag energy. You can see how it is. Gemini mutable air, Sag mutable fire. But mutable air is going to be more thinking these things and communicating these things than going about to experience it. So when a Sag pop up in his life, it can be trying to change, like, wait, I was thinking this, like, yeah, now I was doing this. Now I'm doing this. Well, yeah, now I'm thinking this. Now I'm doing this. We going to do this? I'm thinking what you thinking. What you thinking is real deep. What you thinking is so it's real like a both philosopher quality to it. So that's what's awesome about it. That's what's awesome about it. Shout out to Flight Balls. Shout out to Flight Balls for bringing that up, that they could probably get along more than other oppositions that you find alongside in the zodiac wheel. But yeah, and with Gemini moons, with the moon sign, again, this is how you feel about things. With the moon and it being Mercury, like I said, Mercury is moving around a lot, it's thinking, and the moon is how you feel. So you're going to be thinking about how you feel a lot. Like I said, my mom's a Gemini moon, so she be thinking, she could be trying to feel she could be thinking about how she feel while trying to feel it at the same time, and it's like this conundrum that's going on, as well as the Sag sun sign going on with her. But with the moon, how she feel about things, she could feel really deep about things because she's thinking about it, but then she will be over it in a second and be moving on to something else. And to other people, they be like, man, you don't fuck with me no more. It's like, yeah, I fuck with you yesterday, or I fuck with you tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow, but today I'm doing this. And there's no real like back and forth in the mind of what's going on. It's just like, that's what I'm doing. If I want to have a good time, I'm going to surround myself with people that I think is going to have a good time, because the Mercury here, so it's thinking, it's not getting lost in the feeling. It's just like, this is what I'm feeling now, this is what I'm feeling now, this is what I'm feeling, and they really feeling it wholeheartedly, because the memory dealing with Mercury and the moon dealing with your feelings, you're going to be able to remember a lot. Have very good memory. My mom has good memory. I always used to be shocked by it. I was shocked by how she can remember numbers and stuff like that. So you can have real good memories on how you felt in certain situations. So if trauma popped up, this can really affect you way long down the line in ways that you try to think and say that you feel in a certain way, but since you was thinking about how you feel in all the moments, it affected you and had a real traumatizing impact. So let's just learn to breathe and come together, so that if you have that as your moon sign and something happen, probably communicate something to that, and know thyself a little more, work with it, and get some alchemy, some alchemy going, so you can finally get over that. Finally move on past that, like you know you can. With your Gemini moon ass. Strong people. Strong-hearted people. Strong-hearted, heartful people Gemini moon signs are. It's something else that's wild about the Gemini energy. They seem to attract other Geminis. So I know somebody that's a Gemini moon. I'm Gemini sun. They older than me. They boyfriend was a Gemini moon, and their daughter was a Gemini sun, and then she had a kid with another guy and wound up having another Gemini. So she got two Gemini daughters, and she a Gemini, and her ex-boyfriend by one of their kids is a Gemini as well. Oh, the wildness. And my mom's a Gemini moon, and she's a Sag sun, and my girl is a Gemina. She's a Gemini moon, a Gemini sun, and I'm a Sag sun. just time, man. The way the stars play out. And Gemina and me, we both Capricorn moons. In different houses, though. In different houses. But the matter of the fact is that we both have Capricorn moons. Oh, so it's very interesting when I be talking to Mumsy about certain things. Yeah, so now let's move to the Aquarius. Aquarius, which is 11th house, is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Saturn and co-ruled by Uranus. So so Saturn first and then Uranus. So these people right here it's fixed air. So it's a fixed way of thinking. So if you see these people moving, they already done thought about it, and they moving, or they just moving, and the subconscious in the back of their brain is where that mechanism thought of is going on, of the idea of it. But they already had got all these thoughts in the idea already. So they just moving in it. This is Saturn. Saturn deals with time. Like I said before, time, planning things out, doing things efficiently, as well as building businesses and stuff like that. So co-ruling with Uranus, being way far out there. These people have thoughts and imaginations that can go really far. They could travel dimensions just off breath alone, really. Just off breath alone. That's why most people that deal with psychedelics, and if you have Aquarius type energy, you instantly we're going to start probably seeing things, start hallucinating, start like seeing visuals off low doses, as opposed to somebody that probably need to take higher doses to see reality melt before their eyes, not just in their supposed mind, because it's not just on your head, it's everywhere, but visually start seeing things appear. Shouts to True Life Stories. Booker is an Aquarius sun, and he only need low doses for what other people need higher doses to experience and see when it comes to magic mushrooms and DMT and that matter. So these people minds is out there, and Kendrick Lamar is an Aquarius, and he doesn't do any drugs, and and I think that he did before, and then probably mind took him out there, and then he wanted to have things grounded, probably because other placements of his charts, placements of in his astrological chart. So he just made that decision not to. But you see how his thoughts is already thinking about the society as a whole, and that's what Aquarius does as the sun sign. And once it's thinking about society and how it can interact with society as a whole, because its thoughts is already out there with the Uranus, but it can strategically think about what's going on with the people, with the Saturn. So it's going to be thinking, like I said, the Abrahamic God in the Old Testament and stuff like that. The Saturn type energy. It was helping the people out, helping even if it was just for the Jews. And caring about the other civilization. Like, y'all could take over them. This for y'all. But that's what Aquarius do. That's what Aquarius type energy is possible. It's possible. These people move with their imagination, move with their vision, move with the vision that they see in their head, and they believe in it wholeheartedly. Probably creating holidays, doing things for specific holidays, or going full on for the event. Like making, like if it's Santa Claus, they Santa Claus. Like they the best, right? Dress up in it and everything. Dress up and perform. But this could come off as, in the young age, as a bad thing, because you could be dressing yourself up, trying to be the gangster, trying to be that bitch, trying to fit in. Because you'll see the role set up like, oh, this is the role of society. If I want to help these people out, because you always want to, you could be taken advantage of real easily by wanting to fit in, or fitting in so naturally because you just want to be with the people. You want to be with the people. That's the Aquarius type energy. So it could be taken advantage of. You can take advantage real easily. And Aquarius type people would, especially if it's your sun sign, because this is what you're acting on, you can be forced or feel like you don't want to act on your Aquarius sun sign energy because of how people was playing you a lot, or say, oh, you way out there on how you think. You can have this real alien type vibe to you where you always seem like you from out of this world, which you are. Just but we know how society try to say we all just started here, and that's the shebanga boo. So when people are in the shebanga boo and then they see you, they be like, oh man, that ain't true. You can't be true. The things you thinking is just far out there. You really want to do that, or you really think like that, you really acting on that. Because with a Gemini, you can it's the same air, but you could communicating with that. It's how you communicating and stuff. So you don't really act on it. You could just think, you could act on something else. You could just change your thought up. But with Aquarius, once you got the imagination going, it's fixed air. So it's going to go right through the hole. It's going to happen. It's going to start fucking. It's like, man, I'm going to start getting that. I am penetrating, or I am receiving this thing today. And like I said, when you get beat down for that a lot, it can make you not want to do that. So strengthen yourself up. Probably talk to the Gemini that's around, where they can communicate and let you know how you can do things a different way. This action, this imagination that you want to enact, like probably do it like this, and that's that relationship that Aquarius and the Gemini is more than likely to have when it's your sun sign. And when Aquarius and it's your moon sign, this going to be how you feel about it. This is going to be how you feel about things. You're going to always be feeling that you want to be there for the world. You're going to feel like the alien. You're going to feel that how you act on being that alien is going to be up to the sun sign. Like if it's a Sagittarius, you're going to philosophize and break shit down and like really be a magician up in here. Or if you got the sun sign Aquarius moon with a Aquarius moon with a Capricorn sun, you probably I'm seeing that man, I'm thinking you probably create some shit like Apple. Probably create some business that take over the whole world, because it's how you feel. It's just how you feel. So you probably take over that, build something that really take over these things. And as well, you probably be feeling way too much about stuff too. Really feeling and trying to make things a certain way. Right, try to make things a certain way of life. You have a Capricorn sun. Excuse me. Capricorn sun with an Aquarius moon. With an Aquarius moon sign, you probably try to make shit happen, because somebody try to beat you down. Usually people with Capricorn deal with family problems and stuff like that. So depending on where Mars is, find where Mars is and find your passion. And find your passion, and Venus too, and see how things go, and balance shit out with that Libra energy. And move into them type of fields. See the conjunctions going on. We're going to break down conjunctions is like kind of your superpowers, because that's things that conjunctions is the planets that's close to each other, but they get like working with each other. They ain't really like sextile energy or trine energy. They at work, so they got to make it work. Got to come up with some rules. Got to come up with something for your superpower to exist. And that come out in the way of skill sets, building up a skill. And so when you see where your conjunctions are and stuff like that, you can see what skills you probably should be working on. And then you see Mars, see what you're passionate about, and that can really work when you got the Aquarius sun. Moon sign. Because Aquarius is also dealing with 11th house energy, so planets found here is going to help you. Like I said, if you got the Mars and stuff, you'll see how your role in society is, like your big role and how it's playing out, or how you wish to play it out, how you can play it out if you play with yourself. just tie. Yeah. And if this your ascendant is an Aquarius, you just come off like people probably gravitate to you and probably want to hang around you, probably have this persona about you. I'm thinking about like David Bowie type that's like, oh man, who is this guy? Like, who is, like, he just he's a whole character. A whole character when it's your Aquarius ascendant. Like, that's it. That's your whole cartoon character. When you first meet people, that's how you come off. And that's pretty awesome. But sometimes you got to be taken a little serious. When it's your ascendant, you want to be taken a little more serious. So you probably get things, or you probably people don't take you as serious as you want to be when the Aquarius is your ascendant. And they probably play you and stuff like that. You probably be trying to talk to them, and they be like, who's this? Like, that weirdo. That weirdo, or he don't really know what he talking about. So it can go either way. All depending on your self-confidence. But that's the air sign. That's all the air signs. Let me know in the comments below what y'all want me to break down next. And we're going to keep on tying everything together. Going to have the earth signs and the fire signs coming up next, the Ascendant, the moon, and the houses and how it represents, and we're gonna keep on tying this all together. I thank you guys for coming on by. This has been SaunTai saying we all tie, but do we really tie? Sometimes I don't know, dude. Sometimes I really don't know. If y'all can check out the Just Tie Now website, that would be fantastic. You can check everything out. The Tie Ventures, the Tussle Tula Bay, Out of the Blue. You can buy it on here or on Amazon. We have the podcast, the Just Tie Now store. Come and explore. The sync is real on all the music platforms. Everything is there. The Just Laugh Now show, Timations. I thank you guys for coming on through. Let's go on and end this one with